Direct from 2000 Trees Festival 2024. I'm here today with Birds. And you are watching, listening to, and being part of a Hive magazine interview with me, Joel Arthur. First and foremost, guys, it's been a hot minute. I haven't seen the full band perform in a while. Yeah. I think it was last in Sheffield, and you were in Sheffield again on Monday. Was it Monday?
Monday, yeah.
It's been a long week, and you've been on tour with Michael Cera Palin, MCP.
MCP, baby.
How's that been going for you? How's the road been?
It's been a real journey. We've had a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah.
For the most part, it was incredible. Manchester was absolutely insane. We played Deaf Institute.
Yeah.
It's just been a real pleasure to be on tour with three absolutely amazing guys.
Yeah,
They're literally the nicest guys you'll ever meet in your life, honestly.
Yeah.
A lot of walking into venues just going, wow, like Owen Wilson, because a lot of them were new to us.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just been, I can't say it, Manchester was one of the best shows we've ever done. This whole week's been incredible. Like, we're just so lucky. So.
Yeah. No, I mean, what came on, what instituted the inclusion of MCP? Who was it that featured with you guys on stage?
So we had our pal Pete from Petty Squabbles, formerly of Treehouse, and then we had Elliot and John from Michael Cera Palin play guitar. Unfortunately, Sonny had a family emergency that started at the beginning of the tour and has kind of escalated.
Right.
He had to leave last night. So we improvised a set.
We spent all of yesterday, bless them, Pete, Elliot and John spent hours trying to figure out what they were going to do for us. So for the most part it worked. It went really well considering the circumstances.
Yeah, I mean, you guys pulled it off on stage really well, and it was a delight to see you, honestly. I think the last time I actually saw you, Dan, was when you were playing in Camp Frabbit last year, doing the acoustic set. So I will try and make sure I'm there. I just want to know what kind of things go from adapting from full band songs into acoustic, and then is there any hope of a fusion going into future sets, like acoustic and full band?
We tend to just do our acoustic sets as if it's a full band set. We give it all the same energy. It's just different sounding instruments overall. But yeah, a lot of bands maybe strip back a bit for acoustic sets. I think we do the opposite. We just go full. It's like, come on, it's a full set. But
it's just a chance for us to have a lot more fun as well.
So this is something we don't normally do as well. So.
This is my first time playing any tour or festival with Buds. I joined in October last year. So for me, it's been a really nice experience to be able to adapt with them as well and kind of figure out how they do things. Just be a part of it, really.
Absolutely.
It's been a real privilege to see how the band has progressed as both a listener, an onlooker, and a participant of the band. To see them from humble beginnings, playing tiny little stages in Southampton, to now being
at 2000 Trees.
It's crazy, man. It's a real honour to see it.
And how has fan reception been of you joining the band? How have you found going, like you said, you were a fan before going into the band?
Well, it's been a real, I can't really explain it, to be honest. People have been really welcoming, and it was difficult because they had such a strong relationship with their previous bassist. I felt like I had quite big shoes to fill. But it's been a real pleasure to be able to work my way into the band and be part of it. And people have been really cool about it.
That's what you love to see, honestly. I think it's always a learning curve when you're integrating a new member, but you guys really gel well on stage. I just want to know, have you guys, obviously you got the song Building Blocks. I want to know, in an ideal world, what kind of structure would you actually build back up if you had building blocks available? Like, what would we be making? Castles?
Tallest tower we can.
Tallest tower?
The entire way that the world operates.
The government.
Okay, we're gonna need some time. We're gonna need some time. We're gonna need a lot of blocks. We're gonna need
a lot
of blocks. No, but I mean, that song is so poignant as well. How did coming to write that come about?
So the original iteration of the song, I was playing Lego with my nephew, and his literal Lego tower fell over, and I sang like a version of that song to him to make him like stop crying. And then I was a bit like, oh, I think I might be onto something here.
Wait, let him cook.
Do you guys want to do like a nursery rhyme at the end of our set, basically? And that's kind of how it went. I was really inspired by like this local band called Yearbook, and they had a song that was like a nursery rhyme at the end of their first EP. So I was like, I want to do 3s and 6s, but not as good because they were incredible.
Yeah. I mean, you obviously are part of the DIY scene down south. You've managed to connect with a lot of bands as well, including Michael Cera Palin. Are there any that you've managed to play with on tour so far that you'd like to just give a shout out to?
Oh yes, of course. Probably all of them, to be fair.
Yeah.
Definitely Campfire Social. Carrie saved our asses. She drove back from Newport to come and pick us up from the place we broke down so that we could make the show.
That's
so
incredible.
Carrie from Campfire Social,
Big
thank
up.
you so much. We love you.
Shout out Sods from Southampton, they're our mates. We've got shout out Arid Wave, they're our boys, always play with them.
Shout out Wonderlux as well. I love you boys.
Bruce Alligators, they're our boys as well, we've played with them for a long time.
Maxwell as well. Who did we play with on tour?
Today, playing at the festival, we got Problem Patterns, Other Half, they're incredible. Drip as well.
Wonderful people, they're wonderful ones.
Risky and the Ridicule, they recently just took us on their headline one in Islington, that was amazing. Everyone we ever get to play with, we're just so grateful every time.
All of the supports on the tour, like, they've all been incredible as well.
Yeah.
I love that the scene is just a big mates fest nowadays, and it's the best
It does seem like that,
Every time we play Hope and Ruin in Brighton, it's literally just a mates fest.
Yeah. And I think that's 2,000 Trees as well, really, isn't it? Yeah.
It really is.
Which brings me round to saying we are actually having a little bit of a contest between the artists of 2,000 Trees. It's a bit simpler than that. All I want to know is how many trees can you name in 15 seconds? Starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oak, birch,
Willow,
Redwood.
Mahogany.
We said Willow already. Oh Christ.
13, 14, 15. That is time, guys.
That was terrible.
That was a good
My
attempt.
teachers
Honestly,
are shaking their heads.
there have been some bands who have done not as well. I'm looking at you watching back. But no, that was a good attempt. We'll get the full score on the final edit. And finally, guys, I just want to wrap this up by saying, obviously, again, it's a mates fest here. Like, everyone is really friendly and wonderful, and it's quite diverse. But I don't think 2,000 Trees has a mascot yet. So I actually went ahead and did them a little design of a mock-up, and I thought, who best to ask for the name of said mascot than the artists of 2,000 Trees themselves. So we've had a few nominations, and I'm going to reveal the mystery card here if one of you wants to take that.
It looks like a Pokemon crossed with Sonic the Hedgehog.
I have a small reference, Paul. I was that kid growing up.
Oh, is there also, what was the people with the straws on their head called?
Oh, I know which. It's gone now.
It's not the Hoops, that was something else.
Oh, the
It's Terry.
No.
Terry Trees.
Terry Trees. Is that what?
Trees.
Are we locking that in?
Terry Trees?
Terry Trees.
Terry Trees. And what's Terry Trees' catchphrase?
Righteous, bro.
Right.
Life's the risk,
Righteous,
brother.
bro. I love that. That's phenomenal. Well, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today.
No problem. Thank you
If
for
there's
having me.
anything you would like to plug, please go ahead now.
What we got?
We've got a tour in America coming up in October. If anyone out in the States is listening, we'll be in Florida out at Fest and the warm-up shows for that. We've got a bit of quiet now while we're writing the album, so stay tuned for some new singles dropping by the end of the year. And then, check out some good bands.
We'll see you around.
Okay, so this has been Birds with Us, and this has been a Hive magazine interview. Take care and peace.